Patrick McNeil back here at the intermission as we continue to spotlight hockey teams from around Cape Breton. And today we are looking at the Cape Breton Lynx of the Major Under-18 Maritime Female Hockey League. Joined now by the head coach, Sonya Lynk. Sonya, tell us, who are the Lynx and when did this program all start?
We were formerly the McIntyre Chevy Panthers. The sponsorship was up for McIntyre Chevy, and I was assistant coach with the team already. I had kind of expressed interest that I would like to put forth a bid. I applied and I was successful, and so now Burger King is the major sponsor of the Cape Breton Lynx.
This is the Major Under-18 Female League, so I guess parallel to the Sydney Rush and the Cape Breton West Islanders on the boys' side of things. How long has this league been going in its present form?
I think it started back in the early 2000s. It was started by, I think, a family in Halifax. Their daughter actually played for St. Avex, but they didn't want to send their daughter away. So they essentially said, okay, we're going to really try to develop this major midget female league, or midget AAA, whatever you wanted to call it then. It's come quite a ways in the last few years especially.
This is a maritime-based league. Were the Lynx or the Panthers in previous days always playing in all of the Maritimes, or was it previously Nova Scotia?
It was previously just Nova Scotia, but the league has only been, I think, 4 teams. We haven't been able to expand to the amount of teams as the boys yet. I think it was 3 years ago we expanded into New Brunswick, so they have 4 teams. Sometimes there's different teams that fold, but for the most part, the league now has 8 teams, and I think Prince Edward Island, prior to COVID, was looking to join the league too.
What challenges did COVID present to you this year? Did you have to alter training camp? Has it altered anything else?
For us, it wasn't too bad. We were able to get on the ice in the summer. It wasn't strictly the Lynx. It was more of a summer camp. There was some university players and some younger players in that camp as well, Bantam age. We were on the ice in the summer, but we were following the rules. You had to have one coach with 10 players. You couldn't really do a full ice practice properly. Once September rolled around, we were able to have our full ice practices, inter-squad games, but we couldn't actually have tryouts till October 1st. So I guess that was the biggest change. We're just getting started later, but very happy to be on the ice.
You were a hockey player at a competitive level with Elmira College. How have you noticed the evolution of the women's game in your time playing? Because the registration numbers are obviously up. I'm assuming it's probably come a long way in a short period of time.
Yes, it's huge. It's amazing how far it's come and what the girls are capable of out there, and the skill level is just amazing. I knew it was going to happen, but even just in the last 3 or 4 years, I've seen a huge shift just in this league alone. It's come leaps and bounds. It's so great to see.
Looking at your team specifically, do you expect a competitive team this year, and who will be some key names on your club to watch?
This year's more of a rebuilding year for us. We have a lot of young players, but we have some experience as well, especially on our back end. We've got Maddie Corbett, who was playing in the PWHL. She moved back home. She's going to St. Mary's next year. We have Jessica McLean on D, who's a third-year player. We have Morgan Bates up front. She's a third-year player. We have some newer rookies. We also have Oriana McNeil, who played OHA prep up in Ontario, so she's home. We have some veterans, but we also have a lot of young girls that are learning a lot. We're going to be competitive, but we're going to have to show up every game.
I wanted to touch on your playing career. As I mentioned, you get to play 4 years in the NCAA. What stands out in your time playing hockey before getting into coaching?
My experience was the camaraderie of the team and how close my team was, and I think that was a huge part of why we were so successful. Even still today, I'm going to weddings. We're all getting together. We all keep in touch. We were all FaceTiming and Zooming throughout the pandemic, and we also actually had 2 deaths with the core group. It's nothing I've ever really experienced before, but that's what I take. It's more than just winning the championships. It was the relationships I built through hockey.
We look at Major Junior. You'll see players will play in the Major Midget or U18 ranks, and they'll jump up to Major Junior, but it's a bit of a different path there. Tell us about the natural progression path and how much of a launching pad is the Lynx to other hockey opportunities for these girls.
Well, especially in the last few years, schools are really starting to pay attention to the leagues, like specifically universities. I know some girls leave the league to go to prep school. I think it is a big jump for the girls from our league to university, but the ones that schools are recruiting, they're definitely capable of doing that. It's unfortunate that we don't have junior, because then you get those kids with the bad birthdays, and in the female game, they have nowhere to go unless they go to a prep school or something. They can't play their grade 12 year. It would be nice if we had some kind of overager rule, but some girls do go up to Ontario and play junior. They don't go right to university. That is an option, but not as many options as the boys, for sure. It's a big jump straight to university.
There's been progress made, hopefully more to come, and obviously you're a big part of that. Thanks for telling us all about it, Sonya. Best of luck with the team this season.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
That's Sonya Lynk. She is the head coach of the Cape Breton Lynx under-18 Major Maritime female hockey team. You're listening to The Intermission at McDonald Auto Hub. Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.